I was invited to a barbecue by our neighbors, and I am new to the area. I have bought a house all by myself and life is going really good right now. I have a great job and an amazing salary, and I live alone. It's a great neighborhood and everyone is so nice. I really can't complain, and sometimes I have to pinch myself to make sure that I am not dreaming. I just can't believe how great my life is right now, and I remember how hard life used to be. I guess I am experiencing survivor guilt because I still know people who are really badly struggling. Anyhow, I was invited to a barbecue by this really nice couple, and they have a large house in the area. Their house was extremely nice, and when I went in, I was impressed by the decor. There were other guests in the garden, and when I went into the garden, I introduced myself to the other guests. After some chit-chats with the other guests, I then noticed something under the barbecue. It's what they are going to use to cook the meat. They are not using coal or any kind of cooking oil, they're using Bibles. Not just Bibles but other objects that relate to the Abraham's religions. They are also using the Quran and the Torah to cook the meats. They are not going to burn the holy books, but they simply put the meat onto the holy books and the meat started cooking itself. Started roasting, and this was against all logic, because how can these holy books and Abrahamic objects be able to cook the meat when no fire is involved? Everyone else was just talking casually and I was just staring at this impossibility. The holy books were simply the holy books, and the meat just looked like any other meat. I had to know how the meat was being cooked without ever using fire. I went to the couple who invited everyone to their household. I couldn't help it, and they weren't rude about it as well when I asked them. They took me to a large closed-off closet and they had all sorts of things tied up in there. The things they had tied up in there was a vampire and a man who was possessed by a demon. When they cut off pieces of meat from the vampire's limbs grew back. The meat that we had from the vampire would start roasting when it went near any relic of any Abrahamic religions. The demon-possessed can't regrow its limbs, but the demon is keeping him alive. I slowly got out of there and I couldn't believe I ate vampire and demon meat, cooked on literal Bibles from every Abrahamic religion.